Hi guys, this is your message for autumn onwards. So I'm going to do each star sign, starting with Capricorn, then Taurus, and then Virgo. So I've just done a basic spread. Autumn is all about embracing, letting go, seeking comfort and reflecting, okay? So we're going through the cycle of changes. The leaves are falling off the trees. We're you know, things are being released, the leaves are being let, and things are all changing, okay? So we're going to look at what we can change, what's happening. This is kind of a self-reflection reading to see what's going on, and I will do oracle cards on these each individual's spreads. So I'm going to start with Capricorn. So if we go to Capricorn, so okay, Capricorn. So what is it that, what's the theme with you right now? The theme can be like the present energy, what's happening around you. It could be, it could be like, well, it is what you're experiencing, or it could be something that they're wanting to draw up to for you to focus with, okay? So I'm going to pull each card beforehand. Um, so that's the theme. The foundation card is, what grounds you, what secures you, um, something that you may not have considered, or because we're looking at like there's been some upsets around Capricorns right now, and you're going through a transitional stage around your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So let's have a look at the foundation card, what you may not have considered. Okay, right. Oh, we've got two cards, so I'm going to just gonna sort of leave those two cards there. So we're going to go to the recent past as well. So there's definitely a lot going on in your thought process right now, and something has happened, or some kind of upset that's happened, Capricorn, that is put you in this phase. Okay, the foundation card is saying that that to be mindful of what other opportunities that is around you, um, and not forget, what you've been setting your targets on, or what you've been hoping for with the star card. The recent past, let's have a look at the recent past for you, is the Queen of Cups. So it could be a water sign that you were affected to. Okay, so tell me more about the Queen of Cups. Um, okay, you've got a lot of people cards in your deck, so I feel like outside influences has been affected as well. So this could represent a mother card, Um, right, okay, so outside influences, that's kind of reflecting on your reading, you know. Page of Wands. My God, you've got like loads of like. Okay, so the near future, what we were looking into in the near future, a new start, a new beginning. That's I'm glad of that. Really glad of that. So we got here, I mean, this is the present energy, the energy that's happening, and the Three of Swords is usually something that's happened, something that is affected our emotions, or just like can mean like an end or something, and now you're in the phase of healing. Okay. Remember, this is a general spread, so this could it could mean in relationships, but it also mean that maybe there's been a loss of job, or just generally maybe you're just feeling quite deflated at the moment and not knowing where to go, where you and what where you are at. Okay, the kind of like the foundation card is what grounds you, is like they're saying about your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, and I think this has been deflated a little bit, but they're saying not to forget about these dreams, these wishes that you have been wanting. Okay, try, they're wanting to embrace something. They want you to sort of kind of embrace opportunities, other new opportunities. Okay, yes, we know you need, you're probably, when you're saying, probably when you're watching this, you go, but I'm not ready for that. I'm still hurting. I'm still in pain. I'm still not in that process. I'm still trying to process things. And we understand that, they say. We understand that you're trying to brace things and stuff, and we know that you're trying to balance everything. And to be fair, you're doing everything you possibly can right now. You're reflecting, you're like really just taking time out. So I would say over the autumn time, this is going to be sort of the vibe of like there's going to be a lot of reflection for Capricorns, and trying to balance out stuff. Okay, there is small offerings and help and support there to help you through this process, which is great. Okay, we've got messages coming up as well. We've got a number of messages. Recent past, okay. Now, I'm not getting any sort of negative vibes with the Queen of Cups. I'm getting more of a peace offering here. Okay, some resolvement. Okay, it, to me, like looking at the card, I just feel it may take a little bit of time, but with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel something can be resolved and worked on in this situation. Okay, where you're able to move 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 forward in a better direction, Capricorns. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles, which is saying that there's going to be steady progress as well. Okay, there's a lot of influences at the moment around you and people. So I feel you've got a lot of people around you that is willing to support you while you go through this transition. If this is not happening now, I feel this will happen at a later, a later date. Okay. Here we got the outside influences. Again, we got pages. Pages is all about news. So I feel like the next 3 months you're going to get some positive movement where you're going to feel more, you're not going to be so much in this area. Okay, so I feel like for you Capricorns, they just want you to just go with the flow a little bit, and just take, just build up. You're on the right track with, your hopes and wishes, and I feel like opportunities will come in. You've got a couple of knights here as well, but I see this as the outside influences of like you're going to hear things, and they're going to hear things where it's going to lead you into a a different direction. Yeah, look at the if you look at the cat, it's sort of like, it's almost like come this way, and they got the page person is like looking back. Okay, there's nothing to fear there. Okay, it may take a little bit of time, but I feel like this card is kind of representing that there's other options out there. Okay, so pay attention to the signs around you and the messages that you're going to get, because there's going to be quite a lot over the next several months. Okay, I do find with my readings, when I've done personal readings for myself and I've done it for clients, that it can take time to manifest. Okay, So this is not like it's going to be quick, fast. I see steady, slow movement, all right, while you're going through this transitional stages, yeah? So it's all about steady, right? So we're going to go and look what, what can you let go of for the next several months? What can you let go of? Surrender to negative thinking. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. And if you think about it with the Three of Swords, when you're going through a process of like, like maybe there has been a relationship breakdown or, someone, you feel like stabbed in the back or feel let down, or something has not worked in your favor, we can really get caught up into this negative thinking, and they want you to sort of come away from that, Capricorns, and redirect your focus into the phases of like what your what your goals was in the past, and what you were set in your mind to. Okay, so how can we harness that? So how can we harness and anchor that? I'm going to do the clarity life cards. So how can we harness this power, you know Yeah. Oh, I'll leave that out, but I won't because I haven't asked the question. But I will give that. Right. Okay. So how can we harness the Capricorn? How can you harness the power of this? How can you anchor this down and get out of your mindset when we get caught up and stuff? Okay. Feather of hope. Grasp at the feather of hope, a delicate symbol of upwards promises and uplifting future. And interestingly, we've got this star card crossing this area, okay, Capricorn. We also got here, which I'm going to give to you, roots of success. Secure your foundation and fostering and growth and stability for thriving journey ahead. So I feel a lot of Capricorns are gonna, you have got a nice support network, and it's not gonna be too overwhelming for you Capricorns. It's just gonna be little messages of hope and direction and signs that you're gonna get from spirit and from people, okay? And I just feel like, this is I think Capricorn's going to be leading quietly over the next several months while they go through this transitional stage. You're in the right direction, you're in the right place. And what I love about the near future is there's going to be a sense of freedom in this where you can start again and start a new chapter in your life. So if you're feeling at a pool stage, trust the process right now. Things will come to light. Keep directing your thoughts in a positive outlook, okay? Go for your dreams of what you're hoping for and take your time. There's no rush. So that is your reading, Capricorn. Thank you. Okay, Taurus, this is your reading for the upcoming months. So what is your present theme, the energy? Your foundation card and what grounds you. Your recent past, Taurus. The outside influences. And the near future. Okay. And then we're going to do a letting go card. So what you can let go of. And what can we harness, or what can you harness, Taurus? Oh, bugger. It's the only thing with cards that fly out. There. Steady as you go. Interesting. Okay, so the the energy at the present situation here, we've got the Ten of Wands. So I feel for you, Taurus, that you've been carrying a lot of stuff, okay? That's not necessarily anything to do with you personally. You've took it upon yourself, Taurus, to sort of take these burdens on. Let me just move those cards out of the way there. You've so I'm I feel like it's like you're carrying everybody else's stuff, carrying everybody else's crap. Um, but now it's getting too much. There's only so much, Taurus. There's only so much you can do. You can't always help others. Sometimes we've got to help ourselves, and know our limitations here. So they want you to start to dedicate um, dedicate responsibilities and to give the responsibility back to others at this time, okay? Because this is getting to the point where it's affecting you and your purpose in life, okay? Your foundation card, what grounds you is you're a very giver, Taurus, right? I'm seeing a lot of you give a lot, okay? You're very generous. And that's a good quality to have, but not to the point where it becomes detrimental to your health um and what you're carrying, okay? So you can still support and help people without having to carry all the responsibility. Okay, so it's for me, for you is working on certain boundaries, okay, and knowing your limitations of what you can do in this time, okay. The recent past has been you have been quite busy, and it's come with force. So it's like un I say unnecessary stuff that you didn't take into consideration at the time because everything was fine. It's just been a bit of a whirlwind, and this is why it's like now it's they're saying that it's you needing to focus on you right now, not necessarily others, because you've got behind the scenes stuff of your own personal stuff that's going on, and this is where this whirlwind has happened, okay? I feel like I'm spiraling here. Usually the Eight of Wands comes in with a good message, but I'm very drawn to the background of like, oh my God, I didn't expect this. I didn't expect all this to happen, and now I've said yes to these things, or you know, the counting now it's affecting my mental state. I just feel really like um on a bad day, ached up, just like tired, exhausted, just drained. This is where I feel at present stage, and it's due to outside stuff that not exactly what people has put on you, but it's like we have that unexpected mayhem, don't we? That we need to focus on that, and then all of a sudden everything else gets on top of us. So the advice that they're giving is dedicate that stuff out and say, look, I can't do this right now. I'm in a position where I need to sort some other things out for myself, and that's how I feel for you. Okay, you got Wands energy in in those directional things of like how it's sort of like how it's manifesting here. So it's not in, I don't feel it's in your control. What's happened to you is not in your control, but the rest of it you can start delegating it and say, I can't, unfortunately I can't help you with that right now, or I can't do those things. Listen to your body and listen to, you know, listen to your body and prioritize your time. Okay, so it gives you chance to not, you know, it says heal from the situation, but gives you a chance to sort of catch up with your stuff and that. So outside influences, you're at, you know, it's your outside influence. I just feel like you feel tied up. You're tied up with the hangman. Look, I've moved my hands to that. So look, you know, he's chained up, you know, and you can't, how can you see a different view when you've got so much going on? I feel Taurus, you've been really busy and you've been flat out, but over the next months, they want you to take a step back from that and really sort of not stop everything, but really look at what you're committing to, um, and really delegate that. Only you can answer those questions, but this is just like a burn warning because I'm concerned that you may burn yourself out if you're not careful. Okay. And I think this is like a warning to say just be mindful what you're doing, okay? You still can help people, but in a space where it's not affecting you so much, okay? You know, you haven't got time to think, you haven't got time to process things that you need to process. You've got stuff going on in your life, whatever that is. It's just come out of nowhere, I believe, with the Eight of Wands. So listen, you know, it happens. People will understand, and if they don't, then they're being, you know, then their intentions is not really honourable, is it? Right. So that's the message there. So your future thing is things will improve and get better, okay? Help is on the way, dear. Reminds me of Mrs. Doubtfire. Help is on the way, dear. So that you I believe that there's gonna be some offer of support. Yeah. So for me, Taurus is about opening up and voicing out and saying how you feel and saying I can't do this right now. I've got so much going on. You don't have to give every detail, but just be so I feel like there will be a much more softer approach and you'll be able things will start slowing down. So if it is a kind of a manic thing, it's going to get better, okay? What we need to, you know, what you need to, I keep saying what we, well, it's not. What you need to surrender to is complete healing. Open fully to the love and compassion forces of the universe that supports your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. See, I want you to be mindful that you don't burn out. That's that's how I feel it could lead to if you're not careful. But you have got this where you can change it around. Here we've got the clown, you know, he's upside down. Steady as you go. Navigate with patience and resilience, trusting in your inner strength to guide you through life twists and turns. So, you know, I think can be mapped out. This situation may take a bit of time to resolve itself, you know. So pre-warning here, start putting things into practice of like knowing what, you know, knowing what you can and cannot do. You know, give yourself time and space to relax and, you know, have moments for yourself, you know. and try not to, I'm not going to say no more than that, Taurus, because otherwise I'm going to keep rabbiting and rabbiting and rabbiting and repeating. I got a terrible habit repeating myself. So I'm going to take a photo of this, which I have with the others, and I will put it in the things if you want to sort of like see the cards itself. It's kind of speaking already. You'll be able to see it for yourself, hopefully. Right, okay, that's your reading, Taurus. Take your time. Hi, Virgos, this is your message. So we're going to see, like I'm going to do exactly the same as Alyssa, so it may take a bit of time. But I'm going to, so you can see. So what's your present theme right now? And your recent past, your foundation, what grounds you, and the near future, and outside influences. Okay, we'll put them there. So we're going to see what you can harness and connect to. What can anchor your position, and what to let go of. Oh, that's nice. Like, okay. So we've got the Seven of Swords here in your in your in your in your present theme, your present situation, or what's happening, okay? So we Virgos, we have got some dishonesty around you. Someone is not being truthful, or someone is trying to steal your thunder, or there's just a sneakiness. I will put another card to that to say, where this is stemming from. So let's have a look to see where this is stemming from. Okay. Five of Swords, and it was reversed. Okay. We've got some mental battles going on here, okay? Um, there's been some cruel things that's been said. So we've got, I don't know if it's like outside. I don't know if, right, so I'm going to give you two scenarios. This could be mentally. This could be battles going on mentally, where you're fearing about the changes, okay? Or something that, there's a fear going on here. And when we get caught up in fear, we end up like really holding on to that fear. So we get scared. So we start trying to control things, try to start controlling everything around us, which then causes upset and not mental problems, but like it causes like friction around us, okay? If this is not your energy, then it's the energy of others, okay? There's things not being told. There's some dishonesty, but I'm seeing it potentially out of fear-based actions. Now, if the Five of Swords was upright, then I would say it's spitefulness. But I'm not feeling that it's spiteful. I feel it's more. I'm drawn to this lady that's really it. Things are taking its toll emotionally. Okay, and it's like it's just a whirlwind. But I feel like the situation, it's affecting everybody. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it's not just you. So I've got like, I want to say mental breakdowns, where it's getting too much. But here is saying that you're holding too tightly to things. Yeah. Now I know the Seven of Swords can be deceptional, but I'm seeing this person trying to hold on to what is rightfully theirs, or trying to secure themselves, or I just got that there. Yeah. You can see. Do you want me to show you? I'll show you. I'll show you what the vibe I'm picking up from the Seven of Swords. I'm holding too tight to things. I'm like really careful. I'm trying to watch my back on things, but things are starting to get a bit too much with the Five of Swords. So I don't see this as necessarily. I feel like it's the energy, and I feel like it's not people being spiteful, but I feel things are getting too overwhelming. No one knows where they stand. Okay, your foundation card here, you've got what grounds you. Your There's dwelling going on. Okay, so there's been some disappointments. Things has not necessarily gone your way, or you just feel like deflated about the whole situation. Yeah, but they don't want you to lose sight on it. Okay, you're too focused on what's in front of you, Virgos, that you're not seeing that there's opportunities just round the corner. The door is already opened. As you can see, that lady's coming in with that cup. That to me is stating that the door is already opened. You're just so caught up in this, what you've lost, what's not working for you, what you're not able to build on. You're really not seeing the bigger picture here. Okay? So they're saying that there's always other opportunities. Try to let go of control, because it's not doing you any favors. It's affecting all aspects of your life, your relationships, your communication to people, because you're not you're so fixated on a loss. I get it, because stress can have that effect, and we can get caught up in our mindset. But really, no one's out to do you. They're saying this is just because this is coming from fear, a fear, you know. The recent past here, because this is the foundation that grounds you, but the recent past here is saying that you've been ready to make a change. You've been wanting to make a directional change for you. There's been a period for you, Virgos, that you've been feeling quite stuck, and although you haven't got the resources to do it, the Three of Wands is saying that you're preparing and you're ready. Okay, with the Three of Wands, right? Outside influences, there you go. It could be a financial burden with the Five of Swords, trying to get this back into place. You know, it could be that you're just not, the outside, you're not feeling secure in your surroundings. Take it where it relates, because the five of Pentacles is like, I'm not got enough, I haven't got enough. But the lovely message of this card is there's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always a way. There will be something um, that that can uncover, and you can build on. Okay. And as you can see, mother and son, they're trying to find their way through the snow. They've got the light. They've got other things to sort of like cover, and they're not in a secure manner, but they're still moving ahead regardless. Okay, so you may feel you have not enough right now. Yeah, and that's what's affecting this whole situation here. But, and I say but, we have got a final ending that is near. There is going to come a phase where you're going to be able to sever those ties and cut your loose ends. So I feel change is in hand, okay? This may take time, but I see results happening, okay? Just it's about trusting the process at the moment, okay, and having faith in yourself, okay. So we're going to go into here with the surrender to the magic of surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even the mundane aspects of our life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. So it's remembering who you are. Don't get caught up in that I haven't got enough, I can't do this, blah 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 blah. That is not the case, okay? There is an opportunities that you're not seeing right now, okay? There will come a period of time where you will sever these ties, but you may be going through a phase right now where things are not as what you're hoping for and wishing for, but there is sight, there's plain sight in hand, okay? They're talking about release again. So release and renewal. Embrace the flow of letting go to welcome the renewal, allowing new energy to shape your path. So it's like stop holding on tight and trying to control all situations. You're creating more stress than is not necessary, okay? And just allow. I know things are really on top of you right now, and I know that there's a lot of, you know, um, there's a lot of emotion to go with it. It's just like you just cups can represent to me, the Four of Cups can represent like just that stuckness. You can't move forward, you can't go back. You're just in this lull phase. But with the death card, and I will put another card down on this, but with the death card saying in the near future, you're able to sever ties. So whatever changes you are trying to make now is going to start. It is where it's patterning out. Just let go of the fear of not having enough or not being able to manage this, because something will come up. And the situation, the offer may seem small to you. Will it be enough? You know? But it may allow you to secure yourself enough where you can find your way, okay? They want you to release. They're talking about letting go and releasing what doesn't serve you. Is this working for you? No, it ain't, is it? Okay? See, you're holding on. So if you was to let go of this, what could be the final outcome? Let's give you some sort of like, you'll be able to take your power back. You'll overcome the small difficulties in life, and you'll be able to take other opportunities, okay? And it's going to help grow. I needed to put those cards down because until you can correct this, you're going to struggle with this. Let go is the message for you. I'm going to leave that with you, Virgo. I hope you get some clarity from this reading. Take care. Thank you for joining. If you like what you see, please give it a like. It helps my channel. Um, if you want to see more of this, just let me know. Although I'm not putting this as a September, October reading. I'm just gonna give it like, I'm gonna put this as like a 3 months. This is the beginning of something that is, is occurring. Okay. So take care, and I'll see you soon.